Kegan, this is Dan. Welcome to Desert Island Mix.
Hi Dan, thank you.
How are you feeling? You're not too nervous, are you?
No, not at all. I'm all good.
Looking forward to it, I hope.
Yep, very much.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Kegan.
I'm 30, coming up to 31. Tell people I'm 18. Don't get away with it, but I try. I'm a freelance web designer. Used to be a nurse. Moved into web design, strangely.
And do you have some family, Kegan?
Yep. I've got Riley and Ruby, boy and a girl, aged 9 and 10.
Excellent. And you've got what you call a very odd hobby.
Yeah. I like designing games. A lot of the games I play are we call moddable, meaning you can change them, you can add stuff to them. I grew up in quite a small remote village with nobody my age, so computers sort of became my life. So while most people are sat down watching EastEnders or whatever they do in the evening, I'm coding and creating new content for games and trying to find sort of the most enjoyable way of playing that game while keeping it to the original game itself, if that makes sense.
It does, that's brilliant. Which modification are you most proud of? Is there something you can tell us about that you did to a game?
There's one called DayZ on Arma 2. I ran quite a few servers on that and managed to quite frankly completely change the game, but in a way that's obviously kept to what they originally wanted the game to be about, but added so much more. And I think at one time I had about 300 players playing, and it just became a real fun atmosphere. What I'd started off as a hobby, became quite a big community of people, and ended up becoming sort of a real fun and sociable thing for myself. So I was quite proud of that.
That's excellent. And do your 9 and 10-year-old Riley and Ruby get involved?
Oh, they do. Yeah. I play in mod a game called Ark, which is all about dinosaurs. So they've gone back to school several times telling everybody about dinosaurs that they didn't even know existed, and they take quite a keen interest in the coding side of things as well, even at their age, trying to help me find new ideas to make the game better. Yeah, they get heavily involved in it.
So they're at that point where they're quite proud of their dad, whereas mine's at that point where she's a bit embarrassed about her dad.
I still do my best to embarrass them, but a nice mixture of proud and embarrassed, I think.
I think that's a brilliant mix of ideas. And talking of mix, let's move on to your first choice. Tell us what and who it is, please.
Yeah, my first choice was David Bowie, Starman. The reason I chose that was, well, firstly, it's Bowie. I mean, you don't need much more of a choice for that, in my opinion. But I grew up, obviously, in the 80s, Bowie, T-Rex, all that sort of stuff, very, very big. I think for me, Starman was one of them songs that was just constantly being played around me. And I think now, just every time I hear that song, it's very nostalgic. It reminds me of my youth, reminds me of my childhood, and my kids hate it, which means, I get to listen to that, and if they're naughty, they can, I get some relaxation, and they get to, realise that the more they misbehave, the more they have to listen to Dad's old songs.
Well, let's listen to memories of your youth, and for the next 3 or 4 minutes, punish Riley and Ruby.
Brilliant.
David Bowie and Starman.